Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Alright, so normally I don't really do intros on Trainwreck, but I did want to talk about this because this is the first episode I'm recording rather, after my computer died and then has been fixed. So it took a lot of diagnostics, and unfortunately, this did result in essentially a full week of downtime for the series, and for not just the series but the channel, because I could not upload videos. So terribly sorry about that, but basically what happened is the computer started smelling like magic smoke. If you have any kind of awareness of computers or just not electricity, that's not the way of saying it, electrical components, we'll put it that way, then you'll know when I say magic smoke. Essentially, that means that something like the silicon inside of a microprocessor is burning out, or a capacitor has blown, or something generally very bad. It's also a fire hazard, which means that it's very likely that if you're smelling that for any extended period of time, you're at a fire risk. So I stopped using my computer. The thing about it is that the computer was actually behaving fine. Nothing had gone wrong yet. Now, that would have changed almost certainly on a dime at some point, but nothing was terribly misbehaving. Everything seemed okay. So, well, it was a bit annoying. So I had to disable everything and then one by one take out components, mess with it, test without, do A/B testing on various things to see what was the problem. It ended up being the power supply unit. So, well, we were pretty sure anyway because it was emitting a lot of the smell, and once we got it out of there and replaced it with a different PSU that I had to purchase on a different day because it was not available to do so at like 10 p.m. on whatever day I was testing it, then we verified that the smell went away. So I think we're okay now. I've hooked everything back up and things are okay. So computer is surviving, I suppose. It's a pretty old computer. It was at big risk because if I had needed to replace the motherboard, the CPU, the RAM, or any of the really internal components of that, then I would have had to replace everything because they don't really sell the type of RAM and memory and other things that I have right now. And as a result, it's all incompatible, right? If I bought a newer version of, say, RAM, then I wouldn't be able to use anything. And at that point, I might as well step up to DDR5 memory and stuff like that. I'm trying to avoid using too technical of terms here because I'm not sure how technological, I don't want to say technologically savvy, because you can be very good with technology and still not know some of these things, but computer savvy, I suppose, we'll go with that. Anyone is. I don't want to assume anything, so it might be. I don't want to just completely babble some jargon at you, but at the same time, DDR5 memory is kind of the new thing that I would probably move to in a case where something like this went down, and I'd have to replace pretty much everything. So it'd be essentially a full rebuild. Pretty rough, but we managed to avoid the full rebuild at least. So let's play some Monster Train, huh? I will also say, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was doing expert challenges. But I will say that it's been tough not having a computer. I have become very reliant on having a computer, and costs are not usually the concern, but man, I was going out of my mind. Fortunately, I do have a Nintendo Switch, and I can mobile play like Slay the Spire or some other things, but not many other options really. Pretty tough. And my current work computers are very locked down. I can do some things. So a good example of something I could do, I could play as part of my Roll20 D&D campaigns, right? Because they don't lock down my web browser to that extent, so I can still use like Roll20 or Forge VTT or whatever, but that was essentially it. So fortunately my entire week wasn't ruined, but a good chunk of it was. Alright, what are we doing? So, we're on Trainwreck. Our previous run was with Rector here. Incredible. That means we're moving on to Spine Chief. We had a 17 removal broken wheel. That's right. What a good episode. Man, it's been so long since I've recorded that because of the week off. It's just crazy. But we had Harvest Rector with a Branded Warrior infused multi-strike Battlestone Hef's Consolation Rail Beater. Because it was tiny, we had two of them. There was a -2 remove consume wax and spike in there, some dark deal action, rage relics going off. So pretty awesome run overall. Generally just very pleased with how that panned out. It was a pretty tough run. It was also, I mean, I talk smack about Harvest Director. I don't actually think he's that bad. It's just, it's very hard to find the run where he makes sense, in my opinion, as actually being on your floor, or as opposed to thrown away, right? So here we are. I will ask one last thing before we get on the episode, which is today going to be Chief. I did have to reset up everything for my computer, so audio, everything. The positioning of my microphone boom has changed. So just generally speaking, let me know if anything's weird on audio. If otherwise it seems pretty okay, awesome. Looks like I did a good job. I did some testing and I think it's okay, but the levels look all right. But we'll see. Anyway, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's play this train wreck. Let's see what we get up to today. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm feeling better. Now that my computer is working, feeling pretty okay about it. I am a little bit timid, right? You know, it's only been so long since it was not doing so well, so every few moments I'm smelling the air like, is the magic smoke smell back? And it hasn't come back, but it's still a little bit of a warranted paranoia, I'll say. But I'm doing alright. I'm actually very pleased that I can at least play this game again. It's nice. I could play it on mobile. I do have it on the iPhone, which I do a little bit, but I don't know. At this point, if I'm playing Monster Train, I'd pretty much rather be recording it, so... Anyway, let's get in on it. Today we are default Wurmkin, default Umbra, a not terrible clan combo. I don't love Umbra, but this is the unique clan combo where something like a multi-striking Morsel Master behind Corruptor can be very good, because it's a one-space banner unit. It's pretty accessible. You do also have on-floor Inspire triggers in the form of Shade Splitters, so that's pretty good. Let's see, we're fighting Dazed Hallows, Rage Arcus, Sap Seraph, pretty decent stuff. Echo Snare, Making of a Morsel, Broken Memories. Nothing incredible, nothing terrible here. Making of a Morsel can get us out of the early game pretty comfortably in terms of winning Relentless. Echo Snare is a good wave clear, though if I end up on the Decayer line, we kind of have it already. Broken Memories. It's good, right? It'll bring back something, but in the early game, it's kind of a nothing burger, a little bit of a spell that doesn't do anything for me. We'll see. Reminder to myself that this is a Trainwreck episode. 200 shards. Think about it like that. Temples today are 2, 4, 5. Decent spread there. 7, 8. We get 5 temples. I'll take it. I love to see it. 2 in the late game. Let me really ratchet things up as I need to. Dupe on 8 is Steel Side. Nothing special there. Steel Shop and Trinket Shop on 7. Trinket Shop has the removals and some health. Nothing too amazing. The Steel Shop does have a Horde and Cave, which is fine, but doesn't have removals, unfortunately. Magic and Steel on 6. Magic is better with the Vortex. Steel has the Cave. Random dupe on 5. No shop on that side. No Steel at all on 5. The Magic Shop has Horde and Health. No removals at all either. Kind of interesting. What else do we have? Removal dupe health on 4 is strong. No shops at all on 4. Wow, alright, fair enough. Because you do get random Umbra banner with the Horde on the other side. Okay, fair enough. We do get double magic, double steel early. Looks like the Magic Shop has the Wurmkin banner on 2. The Steel Shop has the Wurmkin banner on 3. Steel Shop on 2 has an Umbra banner. Competes with random Magic Shop that has health on 3. Unlikely I want Umbra banners unless I specifically feel forced down Corruptor, which could be possible. There is double Wurmkin banners if I feel like going Infector, however. It's pretty good, right? Magic and Steel. Magic is fine with this clan combo. I don't have anything initially that I really want to hold over. Remove Consumes are weak. Frozens are weak here. I don't really want to go to a magic shop right now, but I guess we'll see. Echo Seedling, Dun Echo. Both are quite good here. Echo Snare, getting Echo Seedling is fine. We're not really in the etch angle right now. We could be. It's okay power-wise. Early Dun Echo is really good, though. And I do feel strong enough with Chief. I'm just going to take the Dun Echo. It feels stronger in general right now. Decay or Corruptor. We get our choice. Now, with double Wurmkin banners available in pretty decent setups, I'm probably going to Steel Shop. I don't know. It's tough. You could also, of course, do morsels behind Chief with Corruptor as an option. It's kind of good. It gives you 1 round of attacks. It's not good for Relentless because he eats them, but, you know, it's not terrible. I don't know about Corruptor angle here. It's really hard to predict this. I think if we ended up with Corruptor Infector, I might go Corruptor here, but with Decayer available, I'm going to go Decayer. It feels good, and I have the Dun Echo, which I think benefits from this. Let's move on. I could see this going a few ways, right? We could get a lot of different things. I'm going to take this Mark of Invasion. I feel like I can get away with it and also get the Collector here. There are a lot of spawns that make this work. Right, so what we do is we just play top and we sack the... Yeah, you play top, we sack Mr. Train Steward, we clear that wave out. I'm going to take a purple middle because it could matter. Yes, I could have burned out that Broken Memories. Not a terrible idea, but yeah. Now, top floor not looking so good. I could get the Collector in exchange for 3 pyre damage. Interesting choices. I think we can greed this because I haven't drawn into my Echo Snares yet. And if I see 1 for the boss, then we're okay. Now the question then becomes, we probably do tank this 8 and saves a lot of life here. I think it's better. Yeah, I mean, you could have taken that for saving 3 health, but it's whatever. It's a fine trade. I'm okay with it. Okay, yeah, we're going to Echo Snare middle and just wipe that floor out. I do get Shade Splitter here, which clears this out, which is great. Big fan. I think the angle is making of a morsel here. It's good stats. We clear this floor out. Excellent news. I am going to... I want to purple up on other floors. So we're going to do that middle. It's a lot of incoming damage, but we're still okay. Now, and yeah, you're guaranteed the Echo Snare here, which does basically just clear out this floor entirely. So that's pretty decent. Yeah, we'll take it. And at this point, I mean, the guy doesn't stand much of a chance at all. We do want to play the Making of a Morsel. It's very strong into Relentless. We just kind of power up some Reap here. Lifesteal wins the day. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal at all. I'd rather hit purple cards, honestly. They're stronger than Echo Snares. I think it's okay. Bop, bop. And then Making of a Morsel. Free. Very easy. He didn't even go to the Reap damage at the end there. Would have absolutely gotten crumbled. 3 damage for the Collector. I'm happy with it. Purple Echo Transfer. We 100% take this, I think. Yes, it's purple. It's good. Purple Immortal trade is always interesting to me, but I actually, of all the things, the Space Prism didn't get the purple, but it might be tempting. Is it ever Immortal trade here? I'm thinking about it. None of these really inspire me to go to the magic shop. There's no purple Perils of Production. We could take a holdover on Echo Transfer, though. That's pretty decent. But it would require, in my opinion, something that wants to be given this, right? a little bit tough to say. Immortal Trade is pretty good, though. It's hard to say no to one Immortal Trade in your deck. It's a good purple card. It's a good... Well, it's not a great purple card, but you can put this onto a morsel for the time being. I think it's good having the Immortal Trade. I'll take that. I like the Space Prism as well. If it were purple, I think that would have won me over. Let's go ahead and go to the Wurmkin banner first here. I do have a good holdover if we see it, and -1s are still decent. So... Meanwhile, the Steel Shop, what do I want from the Umbra banner? There's actually nothing. I don't want to play a Morsel line. And then with no good unit, even if I see a multi-strike, I have to rely on the Umbra banner to power it up. Yeah, we go right. It's fine. Remove Consume, no thanks. 20 Consume, no targets for it. Shame, but okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, Shard Soul Carver's maybe not perfect because it doesn't fit on the floor, but I think it's still good. If I see an intrinsic, I'm going to regret the Space Prism skip. We don't see it. It's okay. I have no magic power cards. Keep that in mind. I maybe should have considered Proclamation here, but I'm still not mad about it. Let's make Fractures free. That's still worthwhile to me. Permafrost on... Well, let me be clear with you. Permafrost on Immortal Trade is pretty decent. I can hold it for Relentless. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to take that. And I think we just chill and move on from here. I don't want the Purge or any of this other stuff for the moment. It's not terrible to add something. Give me this unit draft, please. It's not terrible to add something, but still. I'm thinking Carver upstairs, Chief middle here. Now, I'm going to give up the Ember Drain here in exchange for the, what's it called? I take the Ember Drain in exchange for the purple, right? It's an Inspire trigger versus the Ember Drain. We're going to kill Mr. 9-1 here. He's terrifying. Okay. Now... Upstairs, 100% Echo Transfer is huge. I do want to Echo Snare downstairs. Kills that wave. I'm going to take some hits here, but we want to power up this mid-floor to the best of our ability. I think it's fine. Power it up in the sense of try to kill that enemy. Let's see, you're doing 9 to me? Okay, so the angle then becomes Shade Splitter... What are you at? 39? 8 easy. Shade Splitter, Shade Splitter. We then play the Train Steward up front. Or actually... Yeah, here we go. We play Rubble Morsel upstairs to tank. We give 6 health here. I'm going to Echo Snare mid-floor. And then take the Making of a Morsel off-floor. And put that in behind. You only take 2. It's pretty decent, I think. Okay, now, as long as... Alright, we got it. I was going to say, as long as we can kill this backline here, we're okay. And we absolutely can. And we just put some stats in, and we go ahead and Broken Memories back and Echo Snare on this one. I think that's fine. We easy win this combat. This man stands no chance against this, right? Yeah, it's very over, in my opinion. You know, actually, Immortal Trade here is a lot of damage. We should take that. He almost kills because of the way this math works out. It's just a lot of free hits, which is not terrible. He easy wins. I don't even do anything. Alright, good job. Okay, we take 0, we get the Trial, and we get the Collector. It's pretty much ideal. I'm going to click on Revenge of the Damned because it's a great magic power card that is also purple and generates its own purples. It's not a common, but we'll take it. I'm going to take the purple Space Prism now. I think that's good. We get a Keeper of Echoes. I'm going to go ahead and click on this Keeper of Echoes because reasons. Okay, now... I think we've got the stuff that we want to look at a steel shop here, rather. So let's go left, see what we have. Hey, multi-strike damage shield 3 is pretty much perfect. First of Kin, Kinhost Vessel, we skip these here. So, I'm going to tell you, it's Keeper of Echoes. because he's 2-space, if I get an intrinsic on the Space Prism, I think we infuse with Shardsoul Carver and this guy pops off, and this is great. We go Keeper of Echoes here. I'm going to just take the damage shield 3 on him. That's pretty good by me. And it's almost always worth more than 25 health when it matters. So easy take this full upgrade. Go ahead and grab the cash. I think it's fine. But we're going to look at the caverns first, I'm pretty sure. Build a card, huh? Sure. This is the bad one, right? Armor, Frostbite, Regen. None of those are particularly good. I could go defense here. Regen is, if I get like Regen heal, it's not terrible. I guess. It's pretty low impact. It's not a purple card, keep that in mind. Armor is, what, armor 10? That's okay. We have this purple, what is it called? Purple, where is it? Immortal trade with a permafrost, though. So I'm thinking, what do we want here? Armor, maybe? I'm going to take armor. Armor buff is okay. Yeah, we could have had regen heal. A frostbite damage is just better, what is it? Flash freeze, but it's kind of unimpressive for an old magic. I'm going to take the buff. Space. This lets me play morsels as tanks. Second space card is pretty good. I love card draw, but I'm going to take space here. Yeah, this is good enough, right? Armor into... Yeah, all right, we take that card. Yes, it's strong enough. I'm going to grab money. I'm going to need this at some point. It doesn't provide any value on ring 4. Well, provides the no value on ring 4. I go to the removal dupe, and we dupe what? I don't know. There's nothing really there to dupe. I guess we have the option to self-infuse Keeper there and drop the Carver. I suppose. I have so many space cards, though, I'd like to use them. There's bound to be an intrinsic somewhere in this run. I can always do that infusion late. It does slow me down a bit. I guess I don't really need this money. I'm here just like thinking I should grab it, but well, why? Oh, why? Because this is a Trainwreck episode, you goober. Ugh. It's Trainwreck. I have to go to 200. I'm over here thinking, yeah, play it chill. Why go crazy? I already had to skip one temple because of the... there were upgrades I didn't want there. So I have to be pretty aggressive here. Now, it's hard for me to not go Carver Keeper here and play Chief separately, so I think we are going to do that. Same business as before. We'll take a purple again. Cool, good upgrades. The Keeper is going on that floor. The rest of this is going to go with Chief. Interesting plays. I do want Mr. Keeper upstairs. It's good. We'll go ahead and buff this floor. I'm going to go ahead and clear out middle to the best of my ability, I think. It's a good turn to drop the Space Prism here. We clear everything. It's also just reap into this. It's a lot of damage for her to put in, though, which is a bit unfortunate. Mid-floor is cleared out. Incredible. This also lets me just stick a Train Steward middle to tank, which is cool. I'm fine with that. She goes middle again, yikes. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and toss the Echo Snare at that. Interesting. I guess I could go Broken Memories into Space Prism here. I'm going to actually pop the Conduit, I think, is the play. Yeah, this is acceptable. This forces the floors to not overlap in a painful way, which I appreciate. I need to deal with this back line. Great, we did it. Good job. Let's go ahead and clear out mid-floor. Interesting, interesting. I can save a lot of health and keep Chief alive, which is decent, I suppose. Alright, this lets me push some numbers in, which I'm a fan of. We can go ahead and buff top floor. This is a pretty strong floor when you really think about it, so I don't have much fear here, in my opinion. Mid-floor is passing away. I guess we'll just scale up upstairs. It's fine. We chill. That's enough stats to win easy. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll take the Shade Splitter into the boss. I don't really want to... it's whatever. My play is just gonna be double Morsel Miners upstairs, and then we drop in the Immortal Trade and we free win. We are okay. We did it. Good job. Yeah, this is ridiculous. The power. The power! We just tank with one of these hits. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good. The lifesteal's actually low impact because he has armor generated, which is funny. Furnace Tap is an interesting choice. It's good to have, but it is, how shall we say, Ember problematic. We don't have a Perils of Protection in this run, so there's really no options here. I think it's good to take this. It takes another Permafrost double stack pretty well. It takes a -2 well. It's better than Kindle or Wurmkin etchings. We'll grab it. It's okay. Kinhost Carapace, Kinhost Vessel, First of Kin. We're just skipping all of this, in my opinion. Now, am I going to hold out for an Intrinsic? That floor looked pretty okay to me. I think I'm just going to take card draw here and be okay with it. Yeah. I don't think we take the space unless we get to ring 6 and we're still looking. I'm going to go right here. I think the removal dupe is much stronger than looking at like an Umbra banner here. So kind of whatever. Hey, we just see an Intrinsic. It's easy. Game is easy. We take Intrinsic Space Prism, and then we can do this infusion right away, actually. Amazing. You go Carver into Keeper. This guy is now hecka durable. We love to see this. Spell Chain is very good. We should take it. It's going into the Echo Transfer. Alright, we're cutting Train Stewards. This lets me compress my floor, by the way, which is a big win. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dark Forge. We're going Decayer 2. The Corruptor Pivot is fine, but I don't see any reason not to go Decayer 2 here. I think that's true. Right? Right. Yeah. Yes. The dupe here is a choice, I think. What would I take from this position? We're probably strong enough to put a second keeper on the floor if I can shrink him down. So we're going to value caves pretty highly here. The dupe, however, it could be on a shard object. Like, dupe on the Echo Transfer is pretty darn good here. It's a lot of scaling. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. We go to 80 shards and we're pretty happy about that. Heaven Seal. I think we take Heaven Seal without too much issue because I can compress my floor down and I have Reap to compensate for things. So it's going to be... Remember, my floor doesn't fit the Shade Splitter. So I think we simply go Keeper first to proc his value because I don't need Chief's Inspire trigger here. So we go... Keeper, Base Prism, Chief in front, Shade Splitter. We stick this middle and let it ride. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and play Old Magic here because it's damage and a lot of value. The strong argument to not letting Chief get completely ramshackled, destroyed by this Quill Marksman. I like it. It's true. You got me. Then we can take the Shade Splitter upstairs at least, which is nice. Yeah, I'm fine with this. I think that saves a lot of life. If I end up leaking this guy, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, these Echo Transfers are huge scaling here. Just numbers go brr pretty much. 3x2, it's not enough. Go ahead and click the Shade Splitter here. We'll just face tank this 5 and we chill. It's fine. That's a lot of damage. I now need to keep my... Gosh, every single one of these Quill Marksmen gets upgraded. It's fine because we get the revenge on this floor, which is just nonsense power, but yikes. So we're going to go ahead and Shade Splitter here. I don't think there's any reason not to do this. We tank with one of them. We chill. I can actually also just play the Immortal Trade here into the Morsel and redraw into it. I'm alright with that. Sure, that's good. We do a lot of damage, is the real big takeaway here. We do a large number. I'm going to take a Space Prism back. 4x2, I think we actually clear this floor out because it scares me. Yes, I'm good with this. Yeah, that's a strong floor. Cool. And now it's as simple as just play the fractures on these backlines and we're free, essentially. We save some health, we take the damage shield. We're winning this combat, I have no doubts. We easily best. Yeah, we slam Mr. Guy in the middle. It's all good. I'm going to go ahead and take Echo Transfer. You could just Furnace Tap here. It's not necessary, though, which is the thing. Yeah, you could Furnace Tap there. I think you still win. It's okay. The double Echo Transfer is doing huge work here, though. Seriously. It's just crazy. Yeah, we get out of this no problem. 2 rounds, easy mode. Alright, good. I get Trader's Quill. I guess. We'll take it. Sure. Forced Contamination. Potentially very powerful, but this does, in my opinion, want me to put my Keeper in front. Which is not terrible, but not ideal. I'm not going to take that here. I think you could. But I think I don't want to, because even though Keeper, I think, lives in front, I kind of want him in the back. I can Immortal Trade to keep Chief floating, because he gets his attack stat buffed by the Keeper, so I'm going to chill here. We're not taking Total Recall, Power of Knowledge. We're going to skip there. Grovel's not terrible. I will have space for it eventually, thanks to the old magic. Damage shield. Damage shield's okay. Gives me something to do. -1s probably are just going into fractures, though, right? I don't see it. This is not necessary from... The morsels don't do anything for me, so it's kind of just an expensive damage shield. I'm going to skip that. I don't think that's that impactful. I'd rather not have it. Dupe or Magic Shop. I think Magic Shop, because I would love a holdover. I can take a double stack, and a Permafrost is pretty decent. None of these have removals. True. Although I value Cave very highly. Tiny Stone is a free win here. What do you dupe if you... I don't want another Echo Transfer. I really don't. And I can't take another Keeper here. That'd be wrong. It's a weird cave. They're all weird caves coming up, unfortunately. Can I win with just one of these? Do I have to chase a high roll? This could be so many events, and then most of them are not that good, and then I have a dupe and money that do nothing for me. I think we chase guaranteed value. I almost said guaranteed value. Yikes. Take the Horde. Iron Drop Cage. No movement other than cave in here, unless I high roll into Trap Shoot or something. Let's just take Faulty Loader. It's fine. Magic. I mean, yeah, Permafrost. Here you go. Alright, we're just going to Permafrost the Furnace Tap again. I'm going to go ahead and look at the temple before I make too many more decisions. I think I do have to start taking stuff. I'm going to Purge Stone and Making of a Morsel here because, well, reasons. Spell Chain. A -1 Spell Chain on Old Magic is pretty decent. 2 space, 20 armor, 20 damage. It's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and do that at least. This is one of the few cards that I think is strong enough in my run for me to value this. It's 20 health on the floor, 20 damage on the floor, and 2 space. It's pretty decent. I'm okay with that. 105. This is what? 120. I have to take everything here. It only gets me to 150, right? Or what? It's 120, 170. I go to the dupe and I dupe something for 10 maybe. So 180. I have to take a self-infuse. So I have to self-infuse some train stewards. I really hate doing that, but I think I do have to do it. Remove consume. Not terrible, but I'm just going to take this -1. We're going to put it into... Honestly, no, I need to keep the revenge slots open in case it's like 10 in piercing plus 30 or something. So let's make fracture free here. I'm okay with that. And I can't remove the train stewards, right? I might need that infusion. Let's think about this real quick. If I do not infuse here, let's assume that... I mean, I want to delay this is the thing. I don't want to do this now. I have the option of doing it on ring 8, or pretty much whenever I want to cut those 2 cards. So, let's see. 15 goes to 120. I get to take all of the upgrades in both of them. There is the possibility that I get double magic power upgrades in all of these, in which case I might need to draft another magic power card. It's kind of annoying, but true. But either way, I think I can comfortably get 50 guaranteed from these 2 temples, which takes me to 170. Assume you're going to dupe something. 10 shards is pretty comfy, I think. I mean, at the minimum, it's going to be, what, another echo transfer? Or an old magic, maybe? It's a pretty good card. That's 10. Yeah, 10 guaranteed, so that's 180. With 180, I need another 25. I think I have to hold on to Mr. Train Stewards. They become a tax right now. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate, but fine, I suppose. We're burning the making of morsels because they're not purple. That's a true statement. Echo snares are better and they go away. I'm fine with that. I think we just sit on this. Am I unhappy with this? Most of my cards are purple. I'm going to 27. This, by the way, at 100 shards, my brain power right here goes cut 1 train steward. And then we go to this magic shop. And we cut the other one there. It's what I would normally do, but I don't think we can't afford that. And I don't feel like going to 130 here just to cut 2 cards. It's very expensive. 130 is scary into this because Crystal Cloak gets an extra stealth stack at 120. I think we chill here, right? Also, Self-Made Harpy just completely sandblasts me. Fortunately, I think we would 2-shot her. I think we're okay if we stay at 100 here. I'm going to move on. Yeah. I'm not super happy with it. Yeah, Harpy. Alright, I think we get away with the armor emblem without too much issue here. I can deal with this floor. Not too bad. I have 3 hits. It's pretty decent. We go ahead and same as before, you play Keeper, Space Prism, Chief. We're going to start the Reap in the back. I am going to click the Shade Splitter here. I don't want to sacrifice this. I'm just going to let it ride. I don't love that, but it's fine. Alright, Echo Transfer, good scaling. Good, great. Go ahead and Echo Snare mid-floor here. Oh yeah, right. Trader's Quill, that's funny. That does mean the collector lives guaranteed, which is kind of cheeky. It's kind of an unfortunate... Huh. I could have gotten it with Shade Splitter. No, I couldn't have. Fracture alone doesn't get it either. Man, that's bummer. That's a bummer, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, no collector for me. Let's go ahead and blast this guy, though. I'm going to take back the Space Prism here. I'm going to Fracture here. I need to kill this man, don't I? Good job, we did it. I think we still click the Revenge upstairs. And I'm going to burn the making of a morsel here. We can't play these as annoying as it is. Because, yep, it's just true. It's a very good top floor, huh? We're going to go ahead and click the Echo Transfers here. I'm going to take the old magic as well. Click Shade Splitter. Get in a Magma Morsel. I'm here now debating. I don't think we have to go Immortal Trade just yet. If this were an Ember Morsel, I might. But I don't think I need to. Purples on this floor are very valuable. We just sit on our permafrosted cards, and I think we're okay. Doing a lot of damage. It's good. Hey, man, I love how that played out for me. I'm a big fan of that. I do think I need to play Immortal Trade here. I kind of can't wait, right? We're poised to take a truckload of damage, and I need to make sure this is in my 11... This is what, 12, 23, 32? Yeah, he doesn't get around in Relentless against Harpy if I don't play it now or next turn at least. Can I delay? I can delay, I think. One turn. I have to play it here, though. Yeah, this guy's doing 1,000,000 damage. This is a very good floor, though, which I do quite appreciate. We need to play purples. Alright, with the Rubble Morsel, I'm 100% Immortal Trading here. It's good. Do I have to click Furnace Tab to avoid taking like 5,000,000 damage here? I think I do, actually, right? I think I do. I hate it, but I think I have to do that. Okay. We're definitely not playing a card on this turn. At least I get the old magic, I suppose. We'll take it, sure. I lose a lot of purples. I lose a lot of stuff, but we get out of it. Good. Honestly, great job, in my opinion. I can't really think of a happier way to go. That was perfect. Cool, thank you very much. Also, excellent lifesteal on Chief. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. We got out of the combat without too much issue. We're going to snap-click Soul Crushing Guild to disable bosses. Sadly, it didn't get purple, but this is a must-click, in my opinion. Okay. Gem Trove, not terrible. It's damage shield to the floor. I don't think I need it with that Soul Crushing Guild, though. I'm going to skip. Okay. Now, I didn't take a magic power card. Look, I know. I'm going to go left here. The removals are going to be on what? Second making of a morsel here gets cut. And then the last one is probably an Echo Snare. It's not bad, though, because remember, we do have the benefit of Trader's Quill. I don't want to go to the Steel Shop. There's no benefit to me. I have full slots. Alright, yeah, we'll go left. I think it's fine. Forgotten Boons, we take the Horde. Yo, Decayed Decoy. Although I love Refined Void here, but I think it's hard to skip Decayed Decoy plus Spine Chief, which happens to be Decayer. It's just too strong. Alright, that's nuts. Double stack. It's actually going into Soul Crushing Guild, and you can't stop me. The cut here is, of course, where are you? Making of a Morsel, goodbye. It's not purple. I think we're also cutting a Shade Splitter here. It's not diligent, I don't have to worry about it, and I'd like to keep my density on better draws pretty high. So we'll cut a Shade Splitter. It would be a Train Steward here, but remember, I am obligated to keep them. The double stack is going into Soul Crushing Guilt. If they show me a Permafrost, do I Permafrost that? Maybe. I don't have a better Permafrost, so I think we put this -1 elsewhere for the moment. Put it into a Fracture. And then I'm going to reroll now. Holdover. With a Holdover in play... Well. Holdover is an interesting choice, because if I could see a magic power upgrade, I actually really love the Holdover Revenge of the Damned here. I really like that. It kind of requires I do hit a +30 or a 10 in piercing, though. It's true. It's just nice because it kills something, which is not guaranteed on most other floors. And because we're stacking Chief together, so he's not really backline in the same... He clears the wave, right? But he's not clearing backlines before they hit me. I think with Decayed Decoy we get away with it, though. Those Echo Snares are nuts right now. I forgot even to mention that. We go Trinket Shop next. For sure. This holdover is an interesting pick. You might be tempted to say Echo Transfer, but if I had Karuska, yes. This is a double... This burns a lot of echoes, which makes the Decayer a little weaker. And with two of them, my density's already very high. Our damage is getting there quickly. Let's make Fracture free, I think. No, it's going to be Soul Crushing Guilt free. I need to be able to play this last. Yeah, I don't think we can hold over an Echo Transfer here because I have enough extracts that this would just drain me too low. I need to be able to play Mr. Soul Crushing Guilt when I draw it. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to not take this holdover or put it into Revenge. Dealer's choice. Alternatively, it could be on Immortal Trade, which is kind of silly. At a certain point, you simply, what? Exclusively play Immortal Trade every turn? That only works if you can get everything to 0 cost, though. And I don't think I can, because I'm probably going the dupe on Ring 8. Probably. That would be very funny, though. I'd need Karuska to make it work with the Echo Transfers, otherwise the spell chain is dead. You can't just Immortal Trade Spam. Spam. Words are hard. As eternally so. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. It's fine. I think we actually skip a holdover. It's weird, but I don't know how important this revenge play is. Every turn? Man, it's not bad. It's pretty good on Diligent. Or Diligent. Temperant. It really relies on me hitting something at one of these temples, but we get 2 temples. It's pretty good chances. There's something in both sides, a 10 in piercing or a plus 30. Of course, the problem is then I really have to draft magic power stuff, huh? I should be on the lookout for that. Honestly, I mean, the backline's already getting clear with fractures. I think we just chill here, right? I think we just chill, take 245 and go to a trinket shop and then high roll something nuts like Light's Gift. I don't know. Let's move on. I think we easy blast failure here. At 120, it's a lot, but it's not too bad. I think we best this. That's annoying. That's an annoying incant. I have to... Oh, it's so annoying. I think we fracture downstairs. Sadly. Yeah, and then we can... Then we get to play it out, but it's not ideal, right? Because I have to Space Prism, and then Chief comes down, and I can't play Mr. Fracture ever again. I guess I could have maybe put that downstairs instead. I don't know. It's broken memories back to the Fracture here. I'm going to reap the boss whenever humanly possible, I think. And then we're going to double Shade Splitters. This is a Harvest floor, so we're going to put these middle instead. Yeah, this is good. Don't harvest me, good grief. I was scared there for a second. We're going to go ahead and hit out the guy in back for the revenge play. It's a lot of power. I really want to Echo Snare the boss here, but instead I'm going to do it downstairs because I don't really have a choice. We sit on a lot of this stuff. You come upstairs and do a harvest floor? Thank you. We'll take it. We will take it. Let's play our spell chain stuff first. Okay, the answer is do tons of damage for sure, and then there's a strong argument for a Shade Splitter here so that I can actually clear this floor in any meaningful capacity. I think it's important, otherwise I'm taking like 500 damage. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Rubble Morsel in back here so I don't take the Harvest. And then that lets me play the Immortal Trade comfortably in front, which I'm happy about. Cool. Cool. Good. Great. I do sadly take the Quill Marksman upstairs. Doesn't really matter though, right? This Incant Shard, he has been so annoying about this. Good grief. Mid-floor, hit, yes. Shade Splitter, play the cards. We do get the Rubble Morsel, it's great. Happy to have it. Oh no, we get swept out. I'm sad. Let's get rid of a Train Steward here. I do really want to Soul Crushing Guilt the boss, and I'm gonna do it, even though it makes this Fracture further unplayable and it hurts my Furnace tap. It's okay. It's okay. Alright. Play your cards. They're important. We're gonna go ahead and do the Purge here. I do need to make sure... Okay, we clear on the back. Well done. Good job. But we still have 2 lifesteal. I think we sit on our permafrosts for the time being. Cool. We clear the floor. It's incredible. I think he comes upstairs for one last incant shard just to make me hate myself. Of course. Who's surprised? Thank you, my guy. It's fine. I have 2 more lifesteals. We're going to save it, but I'm going to kill this guy on middle. I'm going to work on big heavy man here. I'm gonna go ahead and double Shade Splitter, just so I can at least. Oh, I can't even play them because of the Master of Light. Good grief! I gotta make sure they die. Then I do have to make sure they die. I don't want to incant past the Furnace tap going to 4. That would be terrible. I could never play it. This is rough. It's not my... it's a terrible turn. We clear the floor, but yikes, it's bad. Alright, let's fracture the boss here. I think that's good. Yeah, I think we start putting damage numbers into him. It adds up. I'm going to go ahead and inspire upstairs still. I'll take the Jeweler. That's excellent. I'm going to Echo Transfer, Old Magic, Old Magic. It's good. Fine. Alright, we hit the Soul Crushing Guilt round 2. 8 is enough. Alright, we're going to go ahead and face tank this here with the Lifesteal Friend, which is good by me. Happy to have done it. My next turn is essentially just both purple cards, and we chill. Go ahead and drop Furnace Tap, and then Immortal Trade, and we're cruising. We do get a bunch of 0 costs as well. We easy win it now. Alright. I mean, there were some ugly turns here, but we definitely get to the point where we're strong enough, so I'm happy to have it. Wretch. Wurmkin Spike is pretty much the best possible card here. I have Decay Decoy. It's good. Get an extra +1. It's purple. It's great. It's also a consume, so it's a Trader's Quill. It's just a really good card to add to my run. And I can get away with just draw here because I don't see myself playing a second keeper. Yeah, we just draw. Double draw it is. Any run where you can do this feels pretty decent. Divine Artifact. I sell it? I'm going to a trinket shop. I don't need this. I sell it. Cool. I'll take my free money. I'm going to the trinket shop. Alright. Sadly, I do not get most of the value of the health, but I think it's fine. Let's look at this temple real fast. -2, huh? -2 on the Furnace Tap is fun. I can make another one of these and comfortably dupe it into the next one. Into the next one being the Ring 8 dupe. Intrinsic is interesting. I don't have a great intrinsic play in my opinion, but I'll still take it. I'm going to sit on these until I can make my mind up. We're going to look at the trinket shop real fast. Lightstone casing. Anything cheeky? Huh. I could intrinsic a Soul Crushing Guilt if I can generate enough purples on turn 1. Or I can intrinsic the Old Magic and take a bunch of armor. Not bad, I suppose. It's a little bit expensive for it. I don't know. I think I re-roll and look for a Wurmkin relic of some kind. We don't hit. That's a shame. Improved Firebox? You could do some fun stuff like intrinsic Wurmkin Spike and then just Firebox out an entire wave clear on turn 1. But that first wave is already faulty loadered, so I just don't care, right? Just don't care. And I'd love to... Here's the next thought. What if... Do I do the infusion now just to get double removals? Because I can then use this removal to get rid of the combo piece. I've been redrawing into them a lot, and they definitely suck. Let's go ahead and make Furnace Tap free. This just seems like it's going to be my Ring 8 dupe. Yeah, alright, fine. I'm gonna take the intrinsic here. I don't really know what to intrinsic. I guess you could do it on, like, Immortal Trade, but it's kind of unplayable, right? I don't love that. I have to put this somewhere. I'm just gonna put this into a fracture then, because I want to make some kind of a purple. And Shade Splitter doesn't help me here. Yeah, I don't think the Lightstone casing was the play. I thought about it in the moment, and I thought about all the options, and in the hindsight, I mean, like, I'm not going to play a turn 1 Furnace Tap. This isn't superfood. If this Soul Crushing Guilt were purple, I think I might have considered that, but it's not, so that's unfortunate. I think I'm just going to put it into a Fracture and be done with it. I really want to do this Infusion now. Am I strong enough to get away with this? I think I am. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this now, because I want to take the double removals. This lets me go Unstable Vortex into a cut on Mr. Big Stew, and that's a really good play. And now I think it's just a Shade Splitter goes. Sure. We go Decayer 3 here because reasons. 140 health is a good number to have, I think. It's great because he gets his attack scaled, and I could always give him an Echo Transfer just so that his Immortal Trade value is higher. I think we sit on this. All these relics are not that amazing for me. Like, they're fine, but I could maybe see some better stuff here on... Like, think about this. Mandibles? Like, the Mandibles would be nuts here, as an example, with Decayer, the Decay Decoy and Decayer play. I think we just sit on this and we walk on. I'm good for shards, right? I get 25 guaranteed. And then I can dupe. Yep. Ancient Hate, we'll take it. If I lose, it's not because of Ancient Hate. This is among the worst possible just combats. Do I play bottom floor? Absolutely not. There's no way we clear 290 right now if I play bottom floor, so that's tragic. I guess we'll put some Reap into this. Middleman? What if I attack myself? It's actually probably pretty decent to do it. Take 9 damage. Sure. Cool. I'll do it. You can't stop me. Let's... One Fracture downstairs with an Echo Snare. Echo Snare kills everything. Echo Snare middle is good because it puts damage everywhere. I can then put the Reap in the front Frella, right? If I put doubles, it's 2x3, gets me the Collector. Good, good. I'm going to play the Shade Splitter. I'm obviously Old Magic spamming here, which is good. I do get the Rubble Morsel in. This is pretty good. I get rid of all the curses, so I have a pretty decent turn here. Yeah, kill this man, please. Focus priority on killing man. Good job, we killed man. Now, I think it's going to be the Wurmkin spike downstairs. It's just a question of when. So maybe it's Shade Splitter upstairs for, yeah, health, why not? I'm going to go ahead and Broken Memories. Wait, no. Wurmkin spike downstairs? Okay. Broken Memories on the mid-floor to do some damage here. We'll take back the Wurmkin spike. And I think we sit. I do get a curse here, but I think he dies over 2 turns, right? He's dead here, right? Oh, I have to put an Echo on the floor, don't I? That's a shame. Math. Okay, the first rule is I must play the cards that prevent me from taking 5 million damage here. So how do I push numbers here? I could Wurmkin spike. It's a big play for 9 Reap plus 6 Reap for 15 Reap. I need to put Echoes on the floor is the thing. I think we Wurmkin spike here, and then we Immortal Trade in front. Alright, I could Furnace Tap here, but then I'm taking 1 million damage. I think we can't Furnace Tap here. We're going to take a couple hits. Not good, but it could be worse. This combat is horrifying for anyone keeping track. Alright, load up mid-floor. Load up this floor, by the way. I need purple's stat. 100%. I need purples on this floor. That just swings this to a kill. It saves me. I take a lot from self-mutilations here. I'm going to soul-crushing guilt the curse guy downstairs, as stupid as that sounds, because I need to draw cards that are useful. I take another 10. Where's my health coming up? Well, I don't get the health. Okay, fine. Alright, top floor. Clear this out, please. Play purple cards. Alright, we're okay. You just drop a Shade Splitter here. We're chilling. We did it. Great job. Okay, whew, we cleared this floor. Alright. Now work on the big man. Prioritize purples more than anything because of the way they multiply out. We're going to go ahead and take both rubble morsels, and I am going to click the furnace tap here. Okay. I'm good with this. I have 2 ember coming from rubble morsels. We clear the wave. Yeah, alright. You reap this man, and then we drop the soul crushing guilt on him, and I think we get away with this. Yikes, y'all. Yikes. Outrageous. A scary combat. We take 35, but we get out of it. Alas, I lied. I do get out of it, but I still take another 5 because of card draw. Another 10. Gross. Well, them's the breaks, I suppose. This is what we get. Oof, curses, y'all. 95. I took 45 there. It could have been worse. We could have lost. I don't think the spell chain mattered all that much. The thing you have to consider, though, is really the big question mark here is taking the 25 shards early. How much of an impact did that have on the combat? It obviously upgraded like maybe one guy, but which one guy? I don't know. It's really hard to say. Purple Broken Memories is very good. It is purple and it enables some other things. Soul Cripple's okay. It's expensive. I don't need another Soul Crushing Guilt. I would rather redraw the one I have. I think I'm going to take the Purple Broken Memories here. Do I need a magic power card still? No, right? Because the Revenge has both slots opened. True. So I do not have to take Excavation Eruption. We just skip this for money. Alright. We have to go to the dupe, so we go to the dupe, unfortunately, for better or worse. We take everything here. A -2. Alright, well this... I'm going to be real with you. This Revenge, I've had it for the whole time. We didn't see a single +30 or 10 in piercing. It's okay. Mr. Wurmkin Spike gets the +2 here, -2 here, because this makes it lethal with Broken Memories. Love that for me. The Purge is, honestly, maybe the Revenge of the Damned, unless you give me a Karuska in here. Well, I'm going to snap-click Serrated Mandibles. That's an easy pick. We're going to go ahead and spin this. I don't see the Hammered Chest Plates or Mind Jacks mattering. Chain of Gems? Chain of Gems. You could face tank a lot with a Shade Splitter with Chain of Gems. I actually really love Chain of Gems here, yeah? Yeah, that one's a pick because that's damage, that's extra damage shield on my keeper, and then also, yeah, it's just really good. Quick, no upgrades, valuable. I haven't bought any removals, unbelievable. I do have to take this Purge somewhere. What do you cut here? Shade Splitters just got pretty decent. I'm going to cut the 1-cost Fracture. No, I think we need to have as many purple density plays as possible here. So let's actually cut... What do you cut? I'm going to cut the Revenge. I didn't get a Karuska. I didn't get any upgrades on this. This kind of sucks. Yeah, okay, we'll purge that. Fine. 195. My dupe is then... I want something that generates purples in a meaningful way. Is it really just a Fracture? A 0-cost Fracture? to improve density on that. If I had a zero-cost Shade Splitter, I actually think I would take it here, thanks to Chain of Gems. But I don't. I never upgraded one. It's just Fracture. As depressing as this is, no, it has to be something that gives me shards. So it could be the intrinsic Fracture? Unbelievable. I love Furnace Tap, by the way, but the problem is it reaches a point where I just can't play cards. This is really good for Relentless and very bad elsewhere. What am I buying? What am I doing? This is bizarre. I think it actually might be this 5-shard Fracture, because I want to be able to play the Echo Transfers on lock, but I need purple density, and I didn't hit Karuska or any of those really super high rolls. I think we just do this, go to 200 exactly. Wild. Wild. I'm going to go ahead and click Winged Technology, because you might as well. And then I think I buy 2 removals here. The question being, what are they? Great question. I don't know. I have no good sense. What if you... I mean, Broken Memories is itself excellent because of this Wurmkin spike. What do you cut here? I actually really love the Shade Splitters. They represent 3 damage shield to my floor. Do I just walk and not buy any removals on this run? Maybe. I like the Echo Snares as well. 3 Reap to the AO is an AoE. It's very powerful with the Trader's Quill. Like, they're good. I want to keep them. Broken Memories is good. Echo Snare's good. Echo Transfer's damage scaling. Fractures are how I'm getting purples. Furnace Tap is excellent, obviously. Immortal Trade is excellent, obviously. Old Magic is a very efficient play. Revenge goes away already. Shade Splitters are huge value right now, thanks to those 2 relics I picked up. Soul Crushing Guild, Space Prism, Wurmkin Spike. I want every one of these cards. I don't think we buy a single removal. Well, heck, okay. I think we're good. 190 gold left over. I'm walking away from purges. Yeah, 200 out of 100. I guess so. Let's go. All right, fair enough, Mr. Monster Train. You're making me work a little bit for it. It's not as strong of a run as I would like. It's one of my weaker Trainwreck episodes, frankly. But I think it gets there. All right, same business as usual. We go Keeper upstairs. Drop the Space Prism. Chief in front. It's good. Go ahead and shoot Chief. Or am I? Might as well hit. What if I actually use it to get rid of 2 damage shields here? I'm good with that. I'm going to play I'm going to play the Echo Transfers upstairs. They're strong. And then the Fractures here are simple. We just make sure to get some Reap on this floor. It's good. Because we're getting the Mandible's Decay Decoy value, which is just gonna slam poor Seraph into oblivion here. It's just really powerful. We go ahead and drop a Echo Snare middle, which clears most of that. I'm gonna go ahead and Reap upstairs. Actually, this is a Shade Splitter moment. Behold my triple damage shield, buddy. And then I go Wurmkin Spike, and we Broken Memories back the Wurmkin Spike, and we are having a field day. He's on the floor, so I'm actually going to take... I could just play the Immortal Trade into the Morsel. I actually think that's probably good. We haven't even had the first enemy wave come up yet, and he's taken 400 damage from Reap. That seems pretty good to me. Alright, play the Echo Transfer, the Echo Transfer. These are good turns. I do want to fracture this floor. I need to deal with mid-floor, though. Yeah, great. Well done. And then I think this is really just Wurmkin Spike downstairs for a disgusting amount of Reap. And then we Broken Memories on mid-floor to get that back. Seems good to me. He comes upstairs again and he's going to have a bad day. We Reap him. Alright, yeah, he's going to have a bad one. This is going to be an excellent damage morsel. Look at this guy, just tanks everything. Mid-floor clears Shade Wings. I think we just drop the Echo Snare upstairs. It's strong. Go ahead and play Shade Splitter again. It's good. Why not? And then we push another 13 Reap through to the boss here, I think. Guy's having a bad one. I actually think we just pre-relentless Mr. Seraph here, and we don't bother with the Soul Crushing Guilt. Yeah, honestly, that seems good to me. That seems pretty good to me. You have to play Mr. Shade Splitter. This is just like so much. This is so much health. And then you truly just blow this man up, right? I don't see any reason not to do this. He's taking over 1,000 damage here. It's free. He comes back upstairs. He's just dead. I do not see how he lives here. This is a truly impressive amount of damage that he is taking here. Just a truly impressive amount of damage. In fact, it's so much damage I don't play the Echo Transfer. I'm going to actually put Immortal Trade into a morsel here because it's like 400 damage to the floor. Unbelievable. I think, do I kill him with a Furnace Tap here? I come real close. I put that into a morsel, by the way. He's dead on his next turn though, right? He just dies on any floor. It's over? Yeah, alright, good job. Like, it just truly does not matter, right? I just ignored this floor, essentially. And we're chilling. And then, I mean, like, if I'm a little concerned, it's like, oh no, you just dazed this guy. And this floor looks actually functionally good, right? Yeah, this floor looks okay here. 1 by 18 actually doesn't kill this guy, but we do kill him anyway, so I think you just actually play all of this stuff and you're chilling. Yeah, fine. Oh no, a guy leaked. Oh no, it's fine. Remember, I'm a little disrespectful because I'm auto-killing the boss on that turn, so just click cards. Seraph never stood a chance. He does not have a hope of winning. I actually think we pummel the Divinity thanks to the Serrated Mandibles Decayed Decoy combo here. It's strong. Okay, angles are keep her down first. Ooh, what an interesting floor. What an interesting floor. Because we definitely are going to fracture, Soul Crushing Guild on this turn. I do want to Echo Snare downstairs. I need to try to break the damage shield. So I need to play a purple card middle. And that's just important to me. So single purple card middle, I think, clears all the damage shield. It's good, yeah. If I put this middle, it's actually pretty decent, right? I can save some health from the Wilt Wings, maybe. Yeah, sure, we'll kill the Wilt Wings here. I'm okay with it. We're gonna save the Wurmkins, the Broken Memories for Wurmkin spikes here. We've bought ourselves a lot of time thanks to that early intrinsic. So that's pretty cool. We do want to just play purple cards upstairs though. They're good, as it turns out. It's good to play purples. And then I think this is as simple as one more Shade Splitter. Rubble Morsel here is good. I'm going to go ahead and Wurmkin Spike downstairs, which just pummels this floor. And then I'm going to Broken Memories, back the Wurmkin Spike. It's good. We chill. I don't think we're going to do Furnace Tap into a Morsel level plays here to kill him boss, but I do think we're going to play some stuff. I think we're going to need a Respect here, right? Old Magic for sure. If I can get over 140, I'm pretty okay. Can I? Maybe. I can. I might have to Wurmkin Spike on floor, but we push numbers here. How scared am I of this 7 damage? Not very, considering Conduit's going down. I need to respect chains, by the way, so there's that as well. This is going to be an important immortal trade turn. He's taking 52 here, I think. Yeah, it also kills that man. Alright, cool. And then we can Wurmkin spike the boss, the mini-boss. Any numbers we put on him are valuable, in my opinion. Okay. We take a curse. It's fine, because I saw all of these cheap fractures on floor. Our goal is to clear the floor to the best of our ability. I think we save more health by playing this Shade Splitter than by playing the Weight of Contrition. True. I get 1 damage shield plus 2 more. 3 damage shield means he face tanks this whole wave comfortably. I had to make sure he doesn't die, because I think the armor might have messed this up. We sit. I take the 3. Okay. Now mini-boss is the next challenge. Load him up. Load him up. I was just looking. Go ahead and Broken Memories him. We'll take back the Wurmkin spike directly. Good, he's dead. Excellent news, in fact. Now, the question then becomes, can I get away with Soul Crushing Guilting the boss? I think I can. Right? Because I can go Shade Splitter again, play this down, and then I can Immortal Trade... I can actually Immortal Trade Chief here, because I have Ember coming up, right? Yes, and we still clear the floor. I had a feeling. I ran the numbers in my head very briefly. We're okay. We got through a mini-boss, which is the scary thing. We have some lifesteal down. It's great. I must play purples on this floor. I must play purples on this floor. There's pretty much no getting around it. Base tank as much of this as possible. I'm at risk of taking a good chunk here. This is a low health wide wave coming up. I think I just take 1 and we drop the Wurmkin spike here, which should kill the wave. Yeah, good job. I'll take it. That saves like 24, 20 health or something. This next wave doesn't scare me too terribly much. Just play the purples here. I don't like Pyre Wings, but I kind of don't have too much of a choice, I suppose. Okay, we at least get some health back. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really do here. Playing Furnace Tap is consigning myself to passing away on this next floor. I think we do click the old magic because it's good to have, and we leave the Purge copy in. Steel Slate's the last big threat here. If I have to slam Wurmkin's the Furnace Tap next floor, I think we get away with it. I'm pressing end turn. I at least get some Ember back. Takes 14. It's not too terrible. It's a very bad turn. Yeah, it's a real rough one. Play your 0 cost first. 2. Then you play the Shade Splitter here. Okay. I think we're walking into Relentless, yeah? I think we're winning Relentless. So let's play the Immortal Trade in the back here just to get the purple down. I have 2 options. The option is, I think Furnace Tap does kill this man, and then we just essentially play no cards into Relentless and hope we win. Although we could hit like one of my 5 fractures, which is kind of cool. Or you can Soul Crushing Guilt the Slate here. Does this have enough stats to win Relentless? With Furnace Tap, yes. I think we drop Furnace Tap here. Alright, that clears the wave. That clears him. 36 reap. I mean, I could take this 3. I probably 2 times 36. He's taking 170 here. He's taking... I have to run the numbers to make sure I don't lose, right? I think that's true. He's taking 244 times 3. My guy's got 910, 732 damage. He needs to take 178 from elsewhere. He's taking 55 from Chief. He needs to take 123 from elsewhere. He walks on me if I click Soul Crushing Guilt, for sure, right? Because that ends up going to 2 by 34, which is only 68. So he walks on me. I have the other option of clicking Echo Transfer, which adds 45, but takes away a little bit. I could maybe click Old Magic, which is plus 30 damage. I think we win from this position without clicking Soul Crushing Guilt. So I click... I think the Weight of Contrition, 3 damage to my Pyre is not saving me. I think we mathematically just play Old Magic here. It's an extra round into Relentless, and it's more damage. And we chill on this. Alright, fair. I take a ton of curses. But we win. But we win. But we win. I'm actually concerned enough about incanting these Overcharged Apprentices up that I actually just press end turn here. We have the X. Okay, if you're really antsy about it, you just drop these fractures downstairs. There we go. We do an extra 56 damage. Fine. Okay, that's it. You know what? We'll take it. This was shaky as heck. This was very shaky, but we get there. Wow. Okay, 30 damage taken, but we have a victory. That was a tough run. I'm going to be real with you. The morsels with Chain of Gems winged technology, very good. The serrated mandibles decay decoy play, very good. We did not see the high rolls we really wanted here. Things like carving Karuska would have been ridiculous in my opinion, but we took the cards that we had and we made it work. 54k is a pretty low Trainwreck score, but it is a win. And we will take the win. 200 shards too, look at that, I remembered. I did my job. It's as if I know what I'm doing or something. What do I want to call out here? So obviously I mentioned the combo relic pieces we had. Our morsels were big tanks, and our purple cards were applying a disgusting, truly disgusting amount of reap. Plus, the Wurmkin spike did huge work. I think we were a little bit out of balance on echo generation. It's part of why I took another fracture at the end. We were eating too many echoes between the, or charged echoes, yeah, between the echo transfers and the soul crushing guilts. Yeah, that's actually true. So I think the dupe on the fracture in the end was important to get us out of it. So there's that. 6 fractures by the end. Shade Splitter, I had cut a couple of them. The Keeper was in pretty good shape. I do really respect the Wurmkin spike plays. This was such an important card. Especially the +2 in there. That was excellent. I'm a big fan of that. I think we had some bad node generation as well. Right, even though I had the shards to make 200 pretty comfortably, I still had to take an infused Train Steward. It's not ideal, right? Didn't get a +30 or anything, so that poor, what was it? Revenge of the Damned just got destroyed because it had no upgrades. It was essentially, it was guaranteeing that I didn't miss my 200 shard mark because I had to have slots for +30s and 10 piercings, but in the end, we didn't see a single one. I actually think our temples were really bad in general, right? Just not very good. We got some -2s, and okay, fine. There's like stuff here. Did Furnace Tap need to cost 0? Not really, but it was fine. I don't know, a pretty tough run. I think every piece mattered, and this one made me work for it. There's nothing in no one particular thing that I think is so important that it saved us, but it was a contributing factor, right? Wurmkin Spike, big value. And then you had the Decayed Decoy of Serrated Mandibles, big value. The Morsel Tank, big value. I actually think Trader's Quill mattered. Dun Echo early was very helpful. Almost all of these cards are purple because of that. It's hard to say exactly which ones, but a good chunk of them no matter what. And then, yeah, just like random broken memories, bringing back Wurmkin spikes. Yeah, it's crazy. There is the world where you go, what, like self-infused keeper? But then you have to remove the Shard Soul Carver. I mean, I guess I did leave removals on the tables. I left 2 removals on the table because I knew I needed my density as it was. So maybe that's actually fine. One consideration I also thought of but didn't act on, and I'll at least mention it here in case anyone has an opinion, is I considered removing an echo transfer at the end there because I actually feel like our echo generation was still a little too aggressive in the use as opposed to the generate category. I almost cut an echo transfer. I wonder if that would have been better. It's really hard to imagine the layers, the impact there, right? It's just hard to visualize it. But maybe cutting an echo transfer was a right call. There were a lot of turns I wasn't playing both copies, or any of them, in fact. So maybe, yeah, maybe so. That's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. Anyway, we got the win. We did a good job. So I'll let you go there. So, an interesting, thought provoking run. Very tough, but we get it. One of the harder Spine Chief runs in recent history. So, but anyway, there it is. Welcome back. We have recorded an episode successfully, and my computer didn't light on fire. So, we'll take it. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.